Inside Out 2 brought us a powerful story about emotions and the challenges of puberty. But every story has a villain, and in this case, it's the protagonist. Some already suspected it, but it must be made clear. Joy is the true villain of Inside Out 2, just as she was in the first movie. That's what we'll talk about here. Today on Charlietales, we'll analyze the character and her motivations. Ready? Let's go! Joy is one of Riley's primary emotions. She is in charge of happiness. Normally, each person has an emotion that leads the command center, and Joy is the leader within Riley. This has contributed to Riley being a generally happy girl. However, Joy's leadership has caused Riley's biggest problems. And in Inside Out 2, we can see how Riley suffers the consequences of these decisions. But why would Joy be the villain in this story? Because she causes the main problem of the movie. It all starts by showing that Joy is responsible for designing Riley's belief system. The movie introduces this new element, which is formed by the little girl's memories and thoughts. It's basically the essence of who Riley is. Joy was supposed to place all relevant memories to form Riley's personality. However, at the beginning of the story, we see how she makes a controversial decision. She takes any negative memory of Riley and throws it away through a kind of canon she created herself. In the movie, we're told that Riley has a belief system that only repeats the phrase, "I am a good person." And Joy eliminates any thought that goes against this idea. Joy is the one who starts the real problem of the story. It all began at the start of the film. Here we see that Riley committed a foul while playing hockey, and that memory makes her a little anxious. Joy notices this, and throws the memory away through the canon so that Riley won't think about it again. Joy did not allow Riley to reflect on her mistake in the game. She preferred to send it far away. The movie suggests that the main problem of the plot is the anxiety revolt, and its desire to handle Riley with pure anxiety. But this is not the real problem. Anxiety is not the villain. The reality is that because of Joy, Riley formed a basic and limited belief system. This system only told her she was a good person, a nearly perfect young girl who had no mistakes or fears. Joy basically trapped her in a bubble. The whole problem in Inside Out 2 didn't start with Riley's puberty or the anxiety revolt, but with Joy hiding Riley's memories and thoughts. Later, Riley finds out her friends will go to another school, and that makes her feel quite bad. Faced with this, two positions arise. Joy says that Riley should spend time with her friends, even if they are going to leave her. On the other hand, anxiety says that if Riley stays only with her friends, she will miss the opportunity to make new friends for high school. Joy wants to help Riley, but she is very naive. In real life, sometimes you have to think about your own benefit. Honestly, it was better for Riley to make new friends now that the old ones are leaving. Despite her instability, anxiety understood this part of growing up. Joy did not. In summary, the whole conflict of the film arises from Joy's limited perspective. She wanted to keep Riley as a pure and innocent person at all costs. But thanks to the adventure, Joy finally understands her mistake. All of Riley's memories and thoughts are important, not just the positive ones. In the end, the belief system gets updated, making it clear that Riley is still a good person, but sometimes not so much. She is friendly, but she can also be unfriendly. The movie's message is that we can't choose only one part of ourselves. Teenagers are more complex than children and can no longer see life as innocently as Joy did. With all this context, it's clear why Joy was the antagonist of the movie. But perhaps the most interesting thing is that this is not the first time Joy has done this. The same plot occurred in the first movie, and Joy did not learn the lesson. Let's recall Inside Out. In the first film, Joy was also Riley's main emotion. Everything revolved around making Riley only happy. To achieve this, she hid poor sadness to keep her from touching anything. This caused Riley never to express her sadness and her problems. She only hid them under a mask of happiness. Basically, Joy was also the villain of Inside Out 1. The lesson in both films is the same. In the end, Joy understood that all emotions and thoughts are important for Riley. So she finally let sadness do her job. I must also add that this need for overprotection from Joy doesn't just come from her. It originates from Riley's parents. Let's recall a bit of that story. Riley's family lived happily in Minnesota, but they had to move due to her father's job. This move affected Riley a lot, but her parents did not allow her to express this discomfort. For them, Riley was a cheerful girl who always had to smile. They always called her our little happy girl. Generally, Riley was pressured to be happy and not allowed to express her other emotions. This worsens when Riley's dad goes through a stressful time at work. In this situation, Riley's mom tells her to smile to help him. If both of them smile, he will feel better. This part is crucial because Riley is pressured to maintain a positive attitude for her dad, even when she doesn't feel comfortable. The move really affected her, and she was sad and irritable. Her parents, without meaning to, pressured Riley always to be happy. Joy is a representation of this problem. There are several scenes where Riley wants to express her discomfort through sadness, but Joy constantly interrupts her, making happiness the only available response for Riley. Of course, I don't mean to say that Joy is a dark or evil creature. Her intentions were never bad, but she is the villain or antagonist of the story due to what she represents for Riley, the protagonist. Her actions caused the conflict, and if it weren't for the interference of the other emotions, she would never have stopped. The real heroes of both movies are the other emotions besides Joy. In the first film, Joy leaves the control center, leaving fear, anger, and disgust in charge. They make Riley no longer feel that obligatory happiness and can express her true emotions. Riley gets angry, responds badly, and finally runs away from home. This seemed like something bad, but it was quite the opposite. Riley needed this. She needed to let out all the discomfort she felt, and she finally does it by leaving Joy out of the equation. The movie ends with her breaking down with her parents and finally saying how she feels, and her parents can console her when they see the problem. In the second film, the pattern repeats, but with Anxiety and her friends. Anxiety takes control of the command center, wanting to handle Riley her way. This is a mistake, but it also helps Riley break out of her shell. Joy had formed a limited essence of Riley with positive memories, but thanks to Anxiety, everyone realizes this was wrong. Riley suffers an anxiety crisis, and Joy manages to save her when she learns this lesson and allows Riley to have all her memories complete, the bad ones and the good ones. In conclusion, Joy is an extremely bright and luminous character, but she shows us that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Luckily for her, she was always surrounded by friends who pointed out her mistakes and saved Riley. But anyway, that's all for today. If you liked the video, you would help me a lot by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also remember to subscribe because I'll be uploading more videos about your favorite movies. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.